Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my contemporary and non-designer handbags. So 2 years ago, I've done a designer handbag collection on this channel, and lately I've been getting a lot of requests to do an updated designer handbag collection. However, since my designer handbag collection is very small, it hasn't really changed that much since my last video, so I wasn't sure if it was worthy of a new video. So I decided that for this handbag collection, I'm just going to be doing a collection of my contemporary and non-designer handbags. So by contemporary, I mean designers that aren't really in that luxury department, such as Longchamp and Spade. So these bags, most of them were bags that I collected from my past, during my high school days to early college when I couldn't really afford designer bags yet. Some of them are actually bags that I've accumulated recently, which I find really great bags as well. If you watched my designer bag collection video, I mentioned that I keep it to an 8 maximum. However, for my contemporary and non-designer handbags, since they're fairly cheap compared to the designer handbags, I don't actually have a limit on them. So the number of bags in my current collection over here is, I think, 13. So I have 13 contemporary and non-designer handbags. So this won't be in any particular order, but the first few bags I'm going to be showing you guys are my bags from Longchamp. So this is my very first leather bag from Longchamp. I'm not sure if I got this first than the other one, which is this beige one, which I'll talk about later. I got them more or less at the same time. This one is the Longchamp Le Pliage in the paprika color, and it's in the size medium with a long strap. So this is actually really nice to be worn crossbody. When I got this bag, I used it mainly for school. So this was my bag for quite a while. I didn't really have designer bags yet that time, except for the Chanel that my dad gave me. And actually, if you look back on my previous videos, my very first video here on YouTube was with this bag. So it was a what's in my bag video that was 4 years ago, and I showed everything that can fit in this bag, and literally it can fit so much, like even my laptop fit inside. That video was like my very first video, and if you look at it, like you would see that my background was still messy. Like this girl did not know how to make a YouTube video yet at that time. Cringe-worthy moments, but this was the bag that I started with in my YouTube channel. This bag actually has a story because I almost got stolen from with this bag. If you can see over here near the button, hopefully you can see it, but there's like a line over here because this bag actually got slashed in the jeep while I was commuting back in college. So in our university, we have to take a jeep to get around. And one time after riding the jeep, when I went down, I noticed that this leather was slashed. And that's when I realized that, oh my god, I think someone tried to steal from me. But I think it was the lining inside. So if you look inside, like there's a double lining. So I think that's what saved my belongings from being stolen, because he was actually not able to get anything. So I'm not sure if it was because of that or because I went down too fast, so he actually didn't have the time to get stuff from my bag. But yeah, thankfully I was safe from that. This was kind of a talking point with this bag. My mom actually asked for this bag because I don't use it anymore. So yeah, it's in her closet now, but it's still a bag that has really served me well, and it has done its time in my closet. For my next bags, I'm going to just do them in one go because they're basically the same bag. They're still from Longchamp, and they are the Longchamp Le Pliage bags. So these are the bags, and I have 3 of them. I showed them to you guys in my Longchamp reviews. I mentioned this beige bag earlier. Look at how beat up it is. So this one is the same bag that I bought almost the same time with the paprika liqueur that I showed earlier. So because it's so old and I used it so many times and I knew that I'm still gonna keep on using it, I had to get a new one, which is this one. So this one, at least now, if I travel, if I know that I need to put my bag on the floor, if I'm going to the beach, basically if I know that the bag is going to be exposed to a certain environment, I use this bag. And if I know that it's just another casual day out, I'll use this bag because at least it's cleaner. And yeah, I'm sorry, it's kind of messed up, but yeah, because this bag is cleaner and more presentable. So yeah, I have 2 of the same kind, and this one's more for beating up. And I also have the navy one. So I mentioned that for work I used to like using this navy blue for like dark outfits and this beige one for white outfits. So I just have two and it's a perfect combination. Next is this Longchamp Le Pliage in the small size with a short handle and in the color black. So this one, my boyfriend gave it to me, I think last Christmas or last Christmas. I really like wearing this bag because it's so tiny and I really feel so cute when carrying this bag because it's not your typical Longchamp size. Since it's quarantine, I use this bag mainly when I have to work downstairs. So all the stuff that I need for work I put in here and I bring down and then I work downstairs. So usually what I do is like my chargers, my notebooks, all my electronics and stuff like that, and then I have my laptop with me. I carry my laptop with my hand and then I just bring this and that's what I use for work downstairs, and then I just bring it back up. It's just really such a compact bag. This one has this little Starbucks keychain. It's the cherry blossom bear keychain. It's so cute. I really like the Starbucks keychains, but it's kind of expensive, so I don't really get to collect them as much as I want. Next in my collection is this Topshop tweed shoulder bag. So this guy is actually the oldest bag in my collection, I think. This goes back to even like maybe 2009 or 2010, I'm not sure. But because it's tweed, it survived. Normally, like if this were like a PU leather, then this would have already cracked by now considering the time that has elapsed. But because it's just tweed and the interior is just cotton, then there's really no peeling whatsoever. This was one of my favorite bags back in high school, like in my fashion blogger days. I'll try to look for a picture if I still have one wearing it. So yeah, this reminds me of the time when I couldn't afford Chanel or basically any designer bag yet, and I just bought everything that looked like a Chanel bag. Actually, you'll see later on that I have a lot of like dupes or inspired by bags that look like Chanel, because back in my younger days when I couldn't afford, I just bought a lot of bags that were inspired by Chanel. And a lot of them actually aren't in my collection anymore because obviously they're just made of PU leather and they were from brands like Forever 21. But yeah, the ones you're gonna see here, they're the ones that basically just survived. So this is one of my really old bags. I love it. This actually has a pearl strap too, but it already broke. So it used to have this. It had like a pearl beading along with this strap, and it's so cute. Until now, I think I would wear this, but you know, because it's so old, I don't wear it anymore. I just have it like on display and for remembrance and stuff. Still a really pretty bag and brings back good memories. Next, I have this really cute scallop bag from Charles & Keith. So this one's just in like a mauve color, and what I really liked about it were the handle details. So if you look closely at the clasp of this handle, it's actually hands. So it's like hands holding the clasp over here, which I found such a cute detail. And then it also comes with a long strap. So if you open it up, just has this long strap, which also has those same hands as details, which is so cute. So this bag I actually used for our architecture oath taking back in 2018. This went really cute with my outfit. I don't think I've ever worn it since then, but it's just like such a cute dainty handbag. Even with my outfit now, it looks so cute. And it's nice because you can just easily remove the clasps and change it with a crossbody handle if you need to go like partying or whatever. However, I've never worn it with a crossbody. I always like wearing it with this handle because it's so cute. Okay, next in my handbag collection are more Chanel inspired handbags, and you will see now. I will show you guys. I'm just gonna do this all at the same time because they basically all look alike. We have this bag, we have this bag, and we have this bag. So these are actually all from different brands, but they're all like, they all have that same Chanel aesthetic. Now I'll go through them one by one to tell you guys about the history of the bag and everything else. This bag is actually just in plastic, or what do you call this type of material? Well, basically plastic, and it has that Chanel reissue vibe. Actually, all of them have the reissue class, because obviously like if they do the CC class, it's obviously gonna be a fake. So this one just has that reissue class, and it just has the gold hardware. This one I also don't wear much. I got this at a random store in the mall maybe 2 years ago. So yeah, this is a pretty cute bag, but I don't really wear it much either. I wore it probably a few times, once for a wedding. But yeah, that's about it. Next bag is this Forever 21 bag. It's obviously like a Trying Hard Chanel reissue, but like it even has a Forever 21 tag. Again, this is one of the bags that I got in my early college days, maybe. I really loved anything that looked like a Chanel. So basically, I bought anything that looked like a Chanel. And guys, I'm surprised because this is a Forever 21 bag, and I got it like probably first year or second year of college, and it's still alive. Like I probably got this like year 2012 or 2013. I'm not sure, but look at it. Like for a bag that's from Forever 21, which was probably just like, I would say 2,000 pesos, which is like 40 US dollars. Like this bag has really stood the test of time. No peeling whatsoever. So for a Forever 21 bag, like, yeah, good for you. However, when I got my Chanel flap bag, which was around, when was that? Graduation, which was around 2015, 2016, I stopped using all my Chanel inspired bags. So this didn't really get a lot of wear down the road. So it's just like chilling in my closet right now. This one. Now this one was kind of a controversial bag for me because I got it quite recently. It's a bag from Alberto. It's a local brand here in the Philippines. It was just one of those days when I was strolling around in the mall, saw this bag on the window display, and I was like, oh my god, that looks like a Chanel reissue, and it's in beige, and it's so cute. And I was just like, oh my god. So if you open it, it even copied like the red interior. But yeah, it's just a single flap though, and it's just an, the brand is just from Alberto, and it's just man-made leather. This is just in like this beige color, and it's in chevron, which looks so much like the chevron reissues. And when I saw this, I had this like entire dilemma in my head because I wasn't sure if I should buy it because it was so cheap, because it was a non-leather bag. But then it looks so much like a Chanel, and I'm very, very much against fakes. So when I saw this, I had to call up my friends, and I was like, should I get it? I was having like an inner conversation with myself, like should I do it, should I not, because it goes against like my principles of a bag looking so much like the brand that I love and respect. And then like eventually my friends were just like, you know, as long as they're not branding it with the same name, and plus it's not using the same clasp and branding anyway, then you're not really going against your principles of buying like a very similar designer bag. I'm actually glad I bought this bag because I was able to use it quite a lot, and I love the size because you can actually wear it on the shoulder, and the crossbody is actually perfect, whereas like my Chanel flap, you can't crossbody that. The reissue, I can crossbody it, but because this size is like the same as the medium large flap, it's just like a perfect crossbody. So yeah, this is a really nice bag. However, because it's just man-made leather, it already started peeling like in the corners and everything. And I'm surprised because I just got this 2 years ago, whereas this Forever 21 bag was from like a very long time ago, and it still hasn't peeled. So yeah, Forever 21 made a good move on that one. I'm actually waiting for this Forever 21 bag to peel because I'm surprised it still hasn't. This one was a really nice bag, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be saying goodbye to this soon because the peeling has started, and once the peeling has started, you guys already know. My next bag is this Kate Spade Golden Coast Georgina satchel. So this one was also from a very long time in my life. Like, I still wonder why I still have this bag in my collection. This was the same time, or a little further, maybe 2014, than my Longchamp Paprika bag. Again, this was when I didn't have money to buy any designer bags yet, and I remember how much I love this bag. It's leather, and you know what? It's actually still held up pretty well. only the straps have peeled a little bit, but because it's leather, it's stood the test of time. This is probably like 7-8 years old already, if not more. I used this a lot for going out back then. So my Longchamp Le Pliage was for school, and this one was what I wore every single time when I had to go out, like going out to the mall, going to parties. Like this, what I would always wear because it's so cute. Looking back at it now, this actually is style that I would still wear, and it's so convenient because it has like a short handle and then a long strap, so I can wear it crossbody, and I love crossbody bags, so I think like this is a really nice bag. So it's just quilted and with gold hardware. And if you notice, like I really have a thing for like Chanel looking bags. So anything with quilts, anything with chains, like I was all about that, and I still am until now. But since I couldn't afford any of those yet back then, like I was using these kinds of bags. And actually it's still a really nice bag. Like I feel like if I couldn't afford any of those bags right now, this is something that I would still purchase if I saw it like off the shelf. This one is another of those bags that just stay in my closet because I've worn it out to death already before, and I don't really use it that much anymore. But it's something that I used a lot before, so I just want to commemorate it just by like not selling it and just having it there. So yeah. Okay, now we are on to our second to the last bag, and it is the Pedro bag. I actually don't know what the name of this is, but I got it I think last year or last year. This is just a tote type bag, very similar looking to the Celine trapeze or the Celine luggage tote with the wings. As so. This one's from Pedro. It's like a duo color with the beige and the black. And what I really like about this is that it's leather. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but when buying bags now, I really prefer it to be leather. I don't really mind buying non-designer bags, but if I have to buy a non-designer bag, it should be leather because at least I know that it's going to last me a long time. So my non-leather bags, they usually start peeling maybe in the third, sometimes if it's really bad quality, like second year, and it's already peeling. So that's why I don't really like non-leather bags. So when I saw this on Pedro, I was like, wow, this is genuine leather. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to go and get it. And it's such a cute bag. What I really like about this bag is not only because of the silhouette, but because of the many ways you can wear it. Like, so there's like a flap, there's a snap closure below, and you can open it, and inside there's another handle, which is so cool. So you can actually like dump a lot of stuff and just hold it like this with both of the handles as so. And then it's gonna look like this really cute basket bag with like just dump everything. Then if you want safety, if you're gonna go commute or whatever, you can just put it back in, clip it, and then no one's gonna be able to get in your bag. And it's really hard because there are snaps on both wings as well. So if you snap it, literally no one can try to pickpocket you and put their hand inside. So that's why I really love this bag. And then it also came with this long strap, so you can wear it as so on the side. And I don't really like using the strap with this bag. So what I usually do is I get the long bandolier strap of my Louis Vuitton Speedy bandolier, and then I put it here, and then I wear it crossbody. Like it lays on your body perfectly, especially when it's crossbody. I actually bought this for work, but yeah, now I don't use it anymore. It's still really pretty though, and my mom asked for it because I don't use it, so I was just like, okay, so this bag is actually in her closet also now, as well as the Longchamp Le Pliage paprika bag. Okay, now we are finally in the last bag, and if you made it this far, congratulations, because my voice, I haven't drank water. I feel like my throat is very dry already from talking. Congrats if you made it this far. And for the final bag, it's the Kate Spade Ita bag. So I'm not sure if it's Ita or Etta, but it's E-double-T-A. That's what the bag is called. So this bag I got just last year in my trip to Canada. This is one of the bags that I contemplated over. This was at an outlet and it was really, really cheap. Like, I was just like, oh my god, should I get it? Because it was so cheap. But at that time, I wasn't really buying non-designer handbags anymore. So I really had to contemplate on whether I should buy it because I wasn't sure if it's something that I just liked in the moment. Because you know how people can be impulsive when shopping. So initially, I think there were 3 of these bags in the outlet at that time. And I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. But then I wasn't sure if it was just something impulsive that I liked. So I left and thought about it. I kept thinking about it. When I went back, there was only one bag left. So I was just like, oh my god. And then like I noticed that when I was holding the bag, there was this lady who asked the sales associate to ask me that if I wasn't gonna get the bag, could she have it? So I was just like, girl, the more you tell me that you want it, the more that I'm gonna cling on to it and not give it to you. So when the SA told me that there was another girl waiting for the bag in case I don't get it, I was just like, girl, I'ma get this bag. I'ma snatch it even before you do. So I paid for it right away because it was the last bag. I mean, imagine like from 3 to 1 piece in like a span of how many hours. Then it must mean that it was a nice bag. And guys, seriously, no regrets because I love this bag until now and I wear it so much. What I really love about it is that it kind of looks like a Fendi peekaboo, and that's actually what got me started into the Fendi peekaboo craze, because of bags that look like this. So it has 2 compartments as so, and it has that clasp button like with peekaboo over there, except this one you just press it. And what I like about is the design is so unique. Like you seriously can't find this kind of bag anywhere else, and it's so cute. I know that I had my hesitations on whether I should buy this bag or not when I first initially saw it, but looking back now, I'm so grateful that I did because I actually use this bag a lot and it's so useful. It fits everything that I need to go on like a quick errand or whatever, and like my wallet fits inside, my phone fits inside. I've also used this in a couple of parties and it's actually such a cute statement bag to wear. So I really like this and I'm so glad that I actually got it. So there you have it. That was my contemporary and non-designer bag collection. If you notice, most of the bags that I have in this collection are mostly like in the lighter shades, so that's why they're mostly beige and pink. I realized that when it comes to these kinds of bags, I tend to buy the lighter colors because when it comes to my designer bags, because of their hefty price, I tend to go for darker colors so that they would last longer and would avoid color transfers. So I noticed that this collection is actually more of the lighter colors because for these bags, I wouldn't really have to care about color transfer or the leather deteriorating as compared to my designer bags. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and follow me on Instagram at TrishDLF. I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!